New at 5, I'm sitting down with candidates running from both Michigan's 10th Congressional District as well as for U.S. Senate, profiling each of their campaigns, beginning with John James, the current congressman who represents the Republican Party in a district that includes Macomb County. In a one-on-one interview, I asked what voters can expect as part of his platform.
I'm a combat veteran, and I understand what it takes to keep this country safe because I have helped to do it before. I also have experience as an automotive manufacturer running against somebody who called automotive a dying industry.
From inside a Sterling Heights campaign office, Congressman John James is running for re-election in a race against opponent Carl Marlinga, a rematch of his prior election, won by roughly just 1,600 votes.
I brought $118 million in investment back into our district, $2.9 million to individual constituents in the district who are struggling with getting their benefits, to businesses who are struggling to get their refund back from the IRS.
Here among his volunteers, I asked the husband and father where he stands on issues that rank high with voters. Voters have said the economy and inflation is top of the list for them. What do you intend to do to address that?
What I've already done is vote for H.R. 1, which would secure our energy, and having secure energy will lower everything from gas to groceries. We voted on that last year.
On the auto industry and EVs, James says he's proud of his family's auto manufacturing company, employing 500 workers in Metro Detroit and shipping goods made here all over the world.
I'm pushing back on harmful EV mandates that are going to force EVs on us and force our jobs to other states and other countries.
James tells me he supports both Israel and Ukraine in their own battles. Where do you stand on both of those issues?
Continue to support Israel and Ukraine, and we need to make sure that we are holding these bad actors accountable.
Another key issue, women's access to abortion, where James says he would not take any steps to pursue a national ban, nor would he look to undo rights signed into law in our state.
It's a state issue. This is not a federal issue. This has been pushed back to the state, and the people of Michigan have spoken clearly. They've spoken clearly, and I am duty-bound as the elected representative to support the will of the state. IVF is also and should be strongly supported.
At the border, James remains critical of policy that the Biden administration has maintained. Instead, he says he favors the stance taken by former President Trump. What approach would you take when it comes to immigration?
Staying with the Trump-era Remain in Mexico policy would do the most good immediately.
Mass shootings, another issue James wants to address with voters. We've seen mass shootings in Oxford, Michigan State University, and in Rochester Hills. What do you believe needs to be done to address these mass shootings?
Parents need to lock up their weapons. 2, demanding that the President of the United States have in his national security strategy a way to address mass shootings. And 3, addressing how kids are being addressed on social media.
James says he believes the election will be fair, and volunteers watching the polls are standing by to ensure that. However, he says all Americans must do their part for their voices to be heard.
I will support the results of a free and fair election, and I'm looking forward to November 5th.
John James says he's grateful to his volunteers who send handwritten notes to homes to promote his campaign. Tomorrow, I'll be continuing by sitting down one-on-one with his opponent, Democrat Carl Marlinga. Glenda.
All right, Simon.